Well, a Hannibal man faces several charges after police say he tried to kidnap someone yesterday. They arrested 18-year-old Bradley Roberts and a juvenile around 10:30 last night in the 3000 block of Warren Barrett Drive. This after they say they responded to a shots fired and a possible kidnapping and found 2 guns and ammo in Roberts' car. Police say Roberts had just released the kidnapping victim. That person and the person who reported being shot at were not hurt. Roberts faces first-degree assault, armed criminal action, and kidnapping charges.